guys, I'm Darnay and I'm here for WFIT. We're at the Blush launch party getting a sneak peek at the latest issue for their 10th anniversary. I'm here with Peyton Bjerk, the editor-in-chief of this semester's issue for the 10th anniversary, and I just want you to tell us, what does this 10th year anniversary mean to you?
I've actually been with Blush since my freshman year. I worked my way up. I was a writer, then senior culture editor, then managing editor, and now I'm editor-in-chief, and so it's kind of like a really full circle moment. I actually got to interview the past founder of Blush, so it was a full circle moment for her too. And I think it's just a really awesome way to celebrate not only just the people I know that have worked on this magazine, but just everyone over the past 10 years that's made Blush what it is today. I think it's such a staple of FIT and just the community, and everyone really loves the way it's grown and keeps growing, and I think it's just really nice that we're able to celebrate that and everyone who's had an impact on it.
So since you've been here for so long, can you tell us how the magazine has developed through the years?
I think, besides size, it actually used to be the size of like a playbill. It was really tiny. I think, our writing has really grown. We've definitely been better about just, going with stories and angles and like making sure our writers really have a good grasp of things, and you can see our writing has really grown, our writers have really grown. I think our direction has really grown too. Our graphics have just gotten better each time, and our photography has really been a main point in our magazines. I think, the look has changed over time, and I really love the way it's evolved, and you can see that with each editor-in-chief, and I think, we keep taking a little bit from the team before us and growing off of that, and so I think, that's definitely relevant in this issue. You can totally see like how everyone's made it as what it is today.
So this is such like an exciting opportunity for you. So what can we expect from your issue?
For my issue, I think, a lot of things that should be talked about. I know from the first time we have hijabi models featured, which is something I've been hoping and wanting for Blush to do for a very long time, so I'm glad that I was able to finally have that in the magazine. It's definitely one of my favorite shoots. They absolutely look wonderful, so I'm really excited about that. We're featuring drag artists for one of the first times in our magazines. We have some trans models as well, so I think it's really a great issue that just brings a lot of people together, and I think it's really symbolic of just the past 10 years of FIT, just the community now, and bringing everyone together to collaborate to make something awesome.
What was your favorite part about working on this issue?
I think it was, just being able to see the process through from beginning to end. My hand has been in much of Blush in the past, and I've gotten to see a lot of it, but it was like, doing all of the behind the scenes, staying up until 3 a.m., doing things with my team, and, staying at the shoots until like midnight or something, and having to deal with student life and all that stuff. I think, it was nice to be able to finish my last semester and last year with Blush, being able to do it all and say I have done it all, and not only leave like my mark and impact on it, but also just like gain so much great experience and gain so many great connections and so many great friends. And honestly, like that's been the best part about this semester is like we're all friends. Like all of us love each other, and it's been really nice. I've heard lots of things like this community is so great this time around. Yeah.
Oh my God, okay, that's so incredibly great. So proud of you, and congratulations on everything. Okay, and now I'm here with Madison Collins, the managing editor. What was it like working on this 10th anniversary issue? Like, how much does it mean to you?
Oh my gosh, it's been so amazing. I mean, I've been with Blush this is my 3rd semester, yeah. And so, like, I've seen it change, like, a lot. And so, like, for Peyton, who's been on here for all 4 years of hers, like, I can't even imagine, like, how much growth has come. And so the full 10-year issue, it feels nice to be a part of it, that we were like the 10th year,
How have you seen the magazine grow ever since you've been here?
I've seen like a lot of changes within like editorially, like we've seen so many talented people come in and out, and we continuously get new people because we're FIT, It's awesome to see how people like interpret things and like do their concepts. I've just seen it grow a lot, and like the formatting of it, I guess is the best way to put it. Like it's grown, like the culture and fashion and wellness, like we've changed it to like wellness and relations and things like that. It's just expanding always.
Since this is a big issue for you guys, how crazy has the process been?
I would say that everyone handled it with grace. Like, it was a lot of work. It always is doing a magazine. Pilar can tell you that just as much as well. But I would say that everyone did their job. When everyone does like their jobs from the ground up, it just makes it such a smooth process. And I would say that we had a really great year for that. And of course there was some late nights, but I think that we all did a really great job.
What was your favorite part about working on this issue?
I would say my favorite part is whenever I started seeing the graphics come in, because then it's like everything just comes together. Like, because I see, as managing editor, I see the articles throughout the entire process. And so whenever it comes to life with photos, it's such an amazing moment seeing it all put together. So I would say that was probably my favorite moment.
Now I'm here chatting with Victoria Pandella, who is the fashion director of Blush Magazine. And how long have you been working with Blush Magazine?
So this is actually my first semester as an executive, but I've been with Blush Magazine as a contributing fashion stylist for the last 4 issues. So I'm really excited to be serving as an executive in my final semester at FIT.
What does this 10th anniversary mean to you?
FIT has just always been such a special creative community, and I feel like we're really representing that in the issue, showing how much that FIT has grown over the last 10 years and, showing the community that goes here. It's almost like a time capsule. It's just really important that we share this with everyone at this time.
Fabulous. And what was your favorite part about working on this issue?
There was something incredible about every shoot. I had so much fun. My little stylist, my chickens will know I love them. But honestly, working on the cover was my favorite because it was just a special, intimate moment between me and my team, and it's a lot of fun.
What do you think we should be expecting out of this issue?
Expect to see a lot more of what's going on in 2023, seeing real people and seeing like what's really just fashionable and on trend right now, what's going on in beauty, and what's really going on in the world.
Now we're talking with Ashley Weil, who's the executive producer of the Blush podcast. And tell us, what's the Blush podcast about?
So at the Blush podcast, we generally try to follow the themes that the magazine has set in place, and a lot of that has been like through our articles. Sometimes we'll do unique, like creative things on our own, but a lot of times we try to stick to what the magazine is kind of like writing about, but then we supplement that with audio, which can be like a great way, I think, to expose like what we're talking about in the article in a more casual, like conversational way.
What has been your favorite episode to record so far?
Honestly, I really loved The Secrets of Slugging, just because I didn't expect it to be as personal and emotional as it ended up being. We started talking about like the scientific things that go into skincare, but then we started talking about like the direction of beauty. And when you start talking about that, like so many things come to mind, like expressing yourself with like beauty is like such an important topic for so many people, and also like loving yourself in your own skin is such a new thing, I feel like, for the beauty industry with like Glossier and everything. That was a great episode for sure.
So with this being the 10th anniversary of Blush Magazine, what can we expect from the Blush podcast?
I'm hoping, this is my senior year, I'm graduating, so I am bequeathing this wonderful podcast to the next wonderful people who take it over. But I'm hoping that, not only we cover the topics that the magazine has already kind of talked about, but in a more casual, laid back, fun way, lots of laughs. But I also would love to see more video content, more frank conversations about life at FIT, and just like more like fun conversations. It could be about anything. I know recently we just did an episode not relating to anything the magazine has put forth about AI, and I think there's just so many directions you could go in, and I'm just so excited to see what the magazine and the podcast are going to put out together in the future.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. What's like your favorite part of Blush and just working with like the whole team in general?
Yeah, I honestly love how the creative elements work together. You don't always think, I think sometimes like FBM and AMC, you get like in your head about like what business is for fashion, and you don't think about like how creative all of it is. Recently, I didn't even know this, but one of my contributors for the podcast, she's a graphic design contributor, but she does nails for the magazine, and like all of the nails were mostly done by her. So it's limitless what you can be creative doing. With that in mind, I just love seeing how everybody brings their own personal talents and their own passions to a creative project.